Hey guys, today I'll be giving a presentation over William Glasser. Um, to begin, he is one of the main contributors to choice theory. I couldn't really find any other contributors. Um, so, a quote from the website that was created for choice theory is that choice theory is based on the simple premise that every individual only has the power to control themselves and has a limited power to control others. Applying choice theory allows one to take responsibility for one's own life and at the same time withdraw from attempting to direct other people's decisions and lives. Individuals are empowered to take responsibility for their choices and support others in taking ownership of their choices. Negative behaviors reduce in frequency and intensity, relationships strengthen, and satisfaction in life increases. Understanding choice theory. So, within choice theory, there are 5 basic needs. So, those needs include survival, love and belonging, power, freedom, and fun. And of those 5 basic needs, or four or five basic needs, the most important are love and belonging because connectedness with others is required as a basis in satisfying all other needs. Um, so if you follow choice theory and it's something that you want to implicate within your classroom should meet the needs. It's fundamental that for this theory to work for you, that your classroom and the environment that you create for your students meet the needs that are listed out. There are 6 core concepts to choice theory, which include the basic needs, which are what we just went over, the five needs of humans: relationship habits, quality world, perceived world, comparing place, external versus internal control psychology. So going into those core concepts, like explaining them a little more. Basic needs, of course, are what we just went over. Relationship habits, it's essentially we as people are wired to be social. We want that human connection. So we need interaction with others. So as I said before, it's through others that we meet our needs that were explained before. So we have to have that love and belonging to make the connections to meet our needs. Um, Quality world details how we meet our needs. It gives us the motivation behind our behavior. It gives us that drive. It gives us that want to meet our needs. Perceived world is how we all experience the real world through our perceptual system. The experience is filtered in 3 ways: sensory, knowledge, and value filter. So basically, I may experience something, but the person next to me may experience it completely differently. And that's how it's different, because how we perceive it. So because we all live differently, we don't live in the same world. We don't see the same world every day. So we live in our own perceived world. It's how we see the world within our daily lives with how we live. Comparing place is as it sounds. It means comparing our quality world to our perceived world. Internal versus external psychology control, meaning everything that we do has a meaning, it has a purpose. We are all in charge of our own choices. So, a quote that William Glasser actually has said within his book is behavior is driven from inside regardless of external forces. So, for choice theory, it's very hard driven that we are in charge of all the choices that we make, regardless of if we are fully not knowing in that we are making those choices and doing the things that lead to those, but we are all in charge of ourselves and everything that we feel. So how do we implement this into a theater classroom? Because that's what I'll be teaching. So for theater, I would teach meditation and certain stress relief for survival to meet the survival need. Kids having choices about what we do in a show and with their character, just so they have that power, that freedom to be able to creatively express themselves within the classroom. Weekend rehearsals and group trips to help create relationships so that they have that love and belonging within the group that they are in, so that they feel connected with those that they're going to be sharing a stage with or a classroom with. But essentially, if you plan on using choice theory, you just create an environment that meets their needs. So it meets that survival, that love and belonging, the power, freedom, and fun. Being able to give that to your students if this is the theory that you choose to use in your classroom, could help tremendously, could give them a sense of ownership within their lives and what's going on with them. But yeah, these are some of the sources that I use, and if anybody wants to go check them out and read up more on choice theory. But just thanks, guys, for stopping to listen.